This website's called Give Me Sport, and some of my friends sent me this. This guy apparently.
You said some of your friends sent you this?
Yeah, they're all super into this Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley thing.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know, because you're better at seeing this. So I guess this guy, he does a YouTube channel where he looks at boxing stuff.
And
he's
does
saying,
he know boxing?
It seems like he does, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's saying, is this to make Woodley or Jake look bad?
This one's for Woodley. The next one, you'll see, it's just fans saying stuff about Jake.
Okay, let's see it.
So this is, I guess, his translation is like, Tyron Woodley's doing MMA things that probably won't work in boxing. So I'll show you this little clip real quick.
Now, has this guy ever fought before?
I don't know. I don't know enough about this guy.
Powerful redhead.
Yeah. But you would know.
So this is...
Watch closely as Tyron Woodley, instead of having a closed boxing guard, he has an open either, MMA or Muay Thai guard. Now, I think it's really important to note because that's not going to be an ideal guard for boxing when you're a guy like Tyron Woodley.
That's all about footwork, my man.
Well, Tyron Woodley doesn't have great footwork. He doesn't have great head movement.
Oh, interesting.
You've seen it, especially in the last couple of his fights in MMA. He's very stationary. So when he plants himself in the ground, he doesn't use footwork to get out of the way. So for him, against a guy like Jake Paul, who's going to be able to have a lot of volume, he needs to have a good guard that can just sort of bounce straight shots off without him having to be manually deflecting them. Now, guys, why is his guard open, right? Why is he doing this? Well, there's a lot of reasons for it, right? Specifically, Muay Thai and MMA fighters will have an open guard and they'll focus on parrying. Why will they do that? That's because it allows them to clinch better. It allows them to grab their opponent better and then work from there. And the other reason is they don't have big gloves, right? So Muay Thai traditionally, I know they use big gloves now, but traditionally they never use big gloves, and that's still very built into the structure of how Muay Thai fighters fight. And MMA fighters obviously don't use big gloves at all. So they can't rely on a guard nearly as much as a boxer can. Another reason is MMA and Muay Thai are much more strenuous on the body than boxing is, in the sense of
So far, what are you thinking?
I don't know this guy's background.
So this is...
usually I can listen to it.
Roundhouse radio.
He speaks well, and it sounds like he knows what he's talking about. The only thing is to base this fight off a clip in Sparring.
He mentioned that too. He goes,
silly.
Yeah, I know.
And then also, it's okay to have that open kind of stance depending on the distance. It's all about distance. And to say Woodley doesn't have footwork is insane.
That's what I thought.
You ever see him fight Wonderboy Thompson? Did you ever see that fight? It's silly.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do.
But if you see that clip, you're like, oh, he's just going to be open like that? Yeah, you're going to think he's going to get hit by a big right hand from Jake Paul.
So he did say, this is just sparring footage, so we're just going off of the sparring footage. Yeah. And this is from Bloody Elbow. I guess a lot of fans are saying that this particular heavy bag work looks atrocious or bad, which I don't see it looking that bad, but I'll show you.
Let me see.
Here we go.
Anyone who wants to change the fight. Very good. Push. Good. Push. 10 more seconds.
All right, stop it. I've seen it now.
Nice.
Looks like at the end of training, and he's just doing conditioning. That's all that is on a heavy bag.
Does that look bad though, even if it is?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's what.
But it's also just conditioning on a heavy bag. This has nothing to do with his capabilities of fighting. Fans will reach like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Sometimes they do.
Those are two major reaches.
Okay, so Canelo officially.
I love this.
Yeah, Caleb Plant.
I love this fight. I saw Caleb Plant in Miami when I was working the Logan Paul fight, and I said, dude, Canelo next. He went, I'm waiting on the contract, dog. It's a great fight. If you've ever seen Caleb Plant fight, he's he's the poster boy for Tennessee. He is a monster. Now, does he beat Canelo? Probably not. I think Canelo's pound for pound great, but that's a great fight. Fantastic fight.
Cool.